Good morning guys, and welcome back on a compact once again. If you watched my previous episode, I fitted my spare M57 engine into the compact, so it's more of an update on that really. Yeah, so my previous engine was suffering with some valve flow issues, so I decided to put my spare engine in just to see if it would cure it. I was hoping the spare engine being a lot less mileage would sort out the issues for me. So done that last Sunday. It's currently Saturday now. Didn't drive the car all week because I had a slight fuel leak. So yesterday, Friday, I had a bit of spare time and I sorted that out. So fuel leak was sorted. Drove the car to Greg's on lunch. Drove completely fine. Felt nice. But once again, once I clutched it and revved it up, it had a bit of valve float. So not as bad as the last engine, but it was still there. I thought I'd try a different map just to see if it was anything got to do with the map itself. I had tried a couple of different maps, all from the same guy. I've never had any issues before, but I tried a couple of different maps previously, and it still had them on everything bar the standard map. The standard map seemed fine, probably just because there's not much power going through the standard map and the turbo and everything like that, and the engine is all able to handle it. So I thought I'd try a different map. So I messaged my mate James Young. I'll stick his details, his YouTube channel up here. Messaged him and he sent me down a file. His file is 245 brake horsepower and I think like 595 newton meters of torque or something around that anyway, which is more than the previous maps I had on it. Stuck that on just to see if it would cure it. It hasn't. It's still got valve flow. If anything, probably a little bit worse now because of the power on this map. However, this map does fly when the car is not floating valves. It is it's flying. So but anyway, I need to sort it out. So it's definitely not the map. I've had probably 4 different maps on it now from 2 different people, and it's nothing to do with the map. It's obviously just valve flow in the engine. I do have another ECU, so I'm going to try another ECU this morning. I'm going to try a couple of different maps on a new ECU I have here. Try that just in case it's the ECU. I have checked the ECU. I've looked at it. I've looked inside it. I've had our auto electrician mates as well have a look at it, and they've said it's fine. So I don't think it's anything got to do with that. And as I said, I've tried 4 or 5 different maps. So I can't see it being the ECU, but I'm just going to rule it out. And that's really all else I can change. Everything else on the engine has been changed. It's had a different turbo, all swapped from the other engine. New wire and loom sensors have been changed. So it's nothing got to do with that. It's definitely valve springs are not as stiff as they should be anymore. So the plan is try an ECU on it this morning, map that ECU, see what that's like. If it's still there, which I think it will definitely be, then I'll order some valve springs, and that would be the next job on the list. So it's completely drivable at the moment. It's completely fine. It's a lot better than the old engine. The old engine seemed to be having a lot of valve flow. This one nowhere near, but drifting wise, it's a bit of a pain. So, and I want this car to drift, so I needed to be able to clutch it and stuff like that. And because the gearing is quite short, even with the diesel diff on this 265, the gearing is still short. You need to be able to change gears, so from say 3rd to 4th, and it's hard to do that by getting valve flow. You can drift in 3rd gear, but once you need to pick up some more speed and go into 4th gear and I need to clutch, that's when I can get valve flow sometimes, and that can be a bit of a pain. So yeah, need to sort it. So valve springs will be next on the list if an ECU doesn't sort it. As I said, I don't think the ECU will sort it, but valve springs. Once I've done the ECU, then I'll paint my wing. I've got some paint left over from where I've done the slam panel. I got 2 cans of paint, no idea why. I've still got a can and a half left, so I'll paint the black wing on the passenger side just to blend that in a bit more, and that'll probably be it for today. But so as I said, just really an update on what I've been doing and how the engine is going. As I said, so not a long episode today, just do a few bits and pieces. Once again, if you are watching, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff, and enjoy. Alright, so I painted the bash bar last time just to match the car, and I'm going to I've got a bit of paint left over, so I'll give the wing a paint as well. So the bumper isn't the same colour either, that's Montreal blue. I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, I'll give the black wing a quick coat. I'll give it a scotch, mask everything up. I'm not taking it off. I just bag around it and bag the wheel and stuff. So yeah, let's get that done. Right, so just masked up around it. Probably would have been quicker to take it off, but it's easier to paint while it's on the car anyway. So yeah, just bagged it up a little bit and give it a quick scotch. I'll give it a quick clean now, panel wipe, and I'll get some paint on it. That covers really well. Too shiny now.
Yeah. Grab a bit of soil. I've got it.
All bit sand there. Put that on again. Need to throw some dirt at it now to match the door. It's like a new wing. Well, it is a new wing. Doing some mechanics, are you, James?
Not really.
No? Hold that one with your finger while you screw the other one in.
Stunning.
Mint.
Oh, there's a masking tape on it still somewhere.
No.
Oh, nice, because the bonnet strip's been open for ages. If it's just
Yeah, letting the air out the bonnet.
What do people say these days when something's good?
I don't know. What kids? What do kids say?
We have kids, so.
What do my kids say?
Literally asking, I'm not trying to prove a point.
Oh, sick, I don't know.
So, Peng.
Peng. That's what Mantle would say. Mantle would say peng.
Oh yeah. Well, how old is he?
Oh, 20 odd. I thought you meant kids. That wing looks way too shiny now, James.
Okay.
Even then, still looks so shiny.
That'll be fine.
Right, so I'm just taking my ECU out. I've got a spare ECU. I'm just going to try that on the off chance, just in case. I know it's not the ECU, but just to rule it out anyway. It's the only thing on the whole engine that hasn't been changed. So this is the ECU that came with the spare engine. I'm pretty sure it's the right one. I just need to double check it. Hopefully it is.
£8 off.
Yeah. But what's that, £400 or something, is it?
348.
No, nice. It's worth all of that.
These are the right things then before I do anything. It says M3, but I shouldn't have, should it?
That's the new ECU on. See if it starts. I'm not sure if there's anything been done to this ECU or not yet. EWS is probably still on it. I'll try it first, and then I'll map it then and see what it's like. Still has EWS on it. I'll plug the computer in, map it out now and see what it's like then. Alright, so I just read the original file, no real need, but just read it anyway. And this one is the one I got off James, 245 brake, 595 Newton meters and EWS delete, so try this one. Flashes on much quicker than it is to actually read an ECU. Right, so technically it should start. Didn't have a fuel pump at all, see.
Just put the ignition in.
Yeah, no fuel pump and a ignition. Right, so tried to map this ECU, doesn't work, so maybe it's dead. All the pins look alright anyway. Yeah, so tried to map this one, doesn't do nothing. Put an EWS delete map on it, and nothing at all, so put my old ECU back on. That'll do for now. I haven't got a rev counter, pretty sure it's only 4-cylinder clocks. I'm going to wire up my rev counter anyway. I'll have a look and then maybe source a set of 6-cylinder clocks for it. So that's what I'll do next. Right, so I'm pretty sure I've already got a wire for my rev counter from a previous engine. It's just not connected to the X20. I'm pretty sure this is it. So my X20 is under here. My X20 is under the battery tray, so I take out the battery tray and I'll get it wired in. So that's my X20, and then there's be a black wire, which will be like crank signal, RPM signal, whatever you want to call it. I think either pin 20 or 21 from memory. I double checked, but it's the only black wire anyway, so you just need to connect that. And then it goes to the clocks, which is like either pin 20 or 21 as well. So, but double check before you do it, but that's from memory. Mine's already connected to the clocks, so I just need to connect it to the X20, and then fingers crossed I should have a rev counter, and hopefully I have 6-cylinder clocks in it and not 4-cylinder clocks, but I'm pretty sure they are 4-cylinder, unfortunately. So I put this all back together, but I wired in the rev counter. It's from the X20, the black wire at pin 20 on the X20, and then you just run it to the pin 21 on the clocks. Can't remember if it's the white plug or the blue plug. It's one of them. Check online. Mine was already wired in that side from previous engine swap, so I just had to join the wire and connect it to the X20. I'll show you it in the car. Okay, so I have a rev counter. They are only 4-cylinder clocks, so it doesn't rev right. It revs right up to like 7,000. And obviously the limit on this diesel is 4.5, so yeah, but better than nothing, I suppose. See, it idles alright. Yeah, so the rev counter is wired up. I just need to sort the set of 6-cylinder clocks. My other ones stopped working. My last 6-cylinder set. Maybe I'll open them up and have a look, see if I can fix them. I think they just lost power completely, nothing worked on them, so maybe there's some stuff I can take out of the 4-cylinder clocks and put them into the 6-cylinder clocks. I'll look at that another day anyway, not bothered today, so. Yeah, so the wing came out decent. Happy enough for a rattle can job. obviously doesn't match the rest of the car because the rest of the car is 20 years old, but yeah, it looks alright, happy enough. Cleaner than a black wing anyway. Really I should paint the front bumper as well to match the Montreal blue. That bumper is Avis blue. Maybe at a later date, the plan is to paint the car black, so yeah, that'll be something in the future. Yeah, painting the car black, probably do that in the future. Whether I'll do it this year or next year, I'm not sure, but yeah, future plans are black. Yeah, but that's it for today's episode. Got everything done, pretty much wanted to do. It's a pity I couldn't try that ECU, didn't work for some reason, so didn't spend too much time bothering with it. But yeah, I tried to flash it and it just cranked, wouldn't start, so put my old ECU back on and it's running again. Valve flow issue is still there, so I need to get some valve springs, and I'll probably upgrade this engine with the valve springs because the engine is already in there. I'll just do it in place. That'll probably be the next video I do on this car. Probably a couple of weeks. I'll get the valve springs ordered in the next week or two, and then I'll probably do a how-to guide on doing that when I'm doing it as well. I need to buy special tools so I can do it in place. But yeah, get the tool, get some valve springs. Dark Side Developments do them, a few other companies do them, so going to decide on where I'm going to get them from, and I think also like Volkswagen TFSI or something like that, or uprated one. So need to look into that a bit further, get all of that done, and then hopefully I can boost no issues. Pembrey Drift Day is in October. I'm planning on booking that and then just having to get this ready before. So at the state it's in now, I wouldn't take it to a drift day because of the valve flow issues, so really I need to do the springs. I've got a rev counter as well, so happy enough with that. Need to get a set of 6-cylinder clocks or repair my 6-cylinder clocks, one or the other. But yeah, once again, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. This was just really an update video on how the engine is, so if you've been watching previous episodes and you wanted to know, as I said, it's still exactly the same, if not worse than the old engine. So yeah, what a waste of time that was, but at least I could rule it out. And it didn't take too long, and yeah, I like working on cars, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, once again, see you next time.